the question on how long your receiver of revenue has been active, because from the report that is on receiver of revenue is here, how long has he been acting, yet he is paid and designated. And then, Chair, in addition to SES, I also believe issues of parking should be easy, because you remember Turkana even were using POS in terms of parking fees within Kitale, within Lodwar town. So the question should be, even in street parking fees, the drop of 14 million is very high, because the street parking is marked and it is easy to know which street parking is. So the governor, as he answers how long the ROR has been acting on the issue of parking, and also says almost go in similar way, because these street parking are marked and it can be easily traced. Thank you, Chair.
Mr. Chairman, if you go on page 21 of our document, you will see how we have disaggregated that miscellaneous.
Page 21 of which document? Because you had responded to
receipt of revenue document.
Your response was on page 92. So we go back to page 21.
21. Of the 15 million under miscellaneous, page 21.
51 million, not 15, right?
Of the 51 million, yes. Total 51 million, 51, says accounts for 18 million. So this 18 million should have been captured under says.
That leaves us with a gap of about 14 million compared to prior year, isn't it? It's still a drop.
Yeah.
And I want to emphasize this. You don't need to be defensive on this unless you are an accomplice. Allow us to have this conversation so that your staff, your receiver of revenue, can understand the consequence of professional negligence or the consequence of doing things against the Act. And I think that's why Senator Cherargei is turning the heat on the ROR, the receiver of revenue. They have a responsibility under the PFM. And I think that if we just do a slap on the wrist on this thing and say that things have improved in subsequent years, there appears to be 20 million that has been stolen from the people of Trans Nzoia. Let's have this conversation so that we know where EACC should go. Whether they should go after the system vendors, whether they should go after the ROR, or whether they should go after the CEO. I think, Governor, you have agreed there is a problem. You've agreed there's a possibility of loss of funds if you look at these movements. Perhaps in the subsequent year we'll see an improvement. But that does not excuse this financial year. Senator Ombua.
Governor, on that page 21, I'm looking at miscellaneous receipt from Slaughterhouse. 38,000. And I'm wondering, is it that the people of Trans Nzoia don't consume?
Mr. Chairman, I cannot give a concrete response why the slaughter fee was low. Maybe the number of animals that were brought to be slaughtered were fewer. That could be the reason. I don't have another reason for that, because the target.
It's also very difficult when you have already admitted that there were some data integrity issues, because it's also very difficult now to explain how some of those things arose. Because I thought it would have been easier to say, yes, we have had challenges, we have data integrity issues, we have migration issues, and therefore, what then should we recommend? Because if you try to explain numbers,
yeah, that's what I began by saying,
which in your view are not verifiable, then
I've already said that the system can't replace the mindset.
Yeah,
that's what I said. But when you ask for information, I'm providing it, and then somewhere it becomes defensive, and the information is here. I'm just trying to say that says a second not this much, but it's this much. There's a shortage indeed, and we admit there's a shortage.
Correct.
Can we do better? I believe we can do better.
The bottom line is that there's a 20 million drop, yes, which is not consistent with economic growth trends. Now, the question on the ROR asked by both Senator Cherargei and Senator Maruma.
Now, as a county government, we've not been able to have a substantive receipt of revenue. for some time. Actually, our last attempt to have one also failed. So we've been having acting receivers of revenue. I think we've